Well, Crow, I'm glad we're chatting.
Same here. Yeah.
I want to talk to you. So I want to start with, we're both B2B marketers.
Yes.
And we both think B2B marketing sucks. So why does it suck and how do we fix it?
Right.
Yeah.
So I think B2B marketing sucks because as an industry, we've over-indexed on data and performance, which means we've lost the art of creativity and we've lost the art of truly making a connection with the consumer. And everything has become so bland and cold and sterile.
Right. And we were just talking about this, but people want things that are really relevant to them.
To them, yes.
And if it's not relevant to them, and if you can't answer that question, why is it relevant to them? Then it's like, throw it away.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
absolutely.
Like,
and if you think about it as a consumer, you're doing this, right? You're
that's
doing
right.
this.
And what's going to make me stop?
And if you can't capture people with relevancy in the first second or two, you're gone.
Right.
You're gone. Yeah.
I was just telling one of my clients the other day, like, let's never start a post again with, we are proud to announce blank.
Right.
Throw away words.
Yeah.
You've already lost them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they're gone. So it's like, you have to remember a little bit more about like what people want these things.
Get to the heart of what people care about right away.
Yeah.
And what's interesting about it, right? We're talking about B2B marketing. We're all consumers at the end of the day.
Right.
So regardless of whether you are marketing to a business or, a consumer, at the end of the day, like, we're all consumers. So, B2B marketers just need to talk to people like they're humans.
Yeah, exactly. Because they are. And that's the thing is, like, we think that they're like, oh, they're these key decision makers and therefore they're going to care so much. I need to have all of the product details and all of my marketing copy because they need to know every single thing about my product. And it's like, they're human.
They're humans. Yeah.
You know, they don't need to know every single thing about the product. They need to like know what we're all doing here and why you matter. And
why you matter, why
them.
you do what you do.
Right.
Why is it going to make their life easier? Yes. Start there.
Great.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So the other thing I want to talk to you about is I think we both also align on the fact that content, like brands have to have a content strategy.
Yes. Yeah.
So talk to me a little bit about that.
Yeah. I think it's super important for any brand to have a content strategy. And the strategy, in my eyes, needs to really, again, speak to the consumer as to why the consumer should care. I also feel that from a content strategy perspective, you have to go down different paths, different lanes, right? Yeah. There's video, of course, what we're doing here, but there's, written content, there's audio content. And I feel like over time you'll learn what's the best platform for your consumer base, right? We're here today at an event, and as you and I talked about, like, capturing content while we're here is super important because that helps me from a marketing perspective in between now and the next big event, right?
It's little, like, snackable things that you can continue to like.
And it's not just like capturing it to put it out like next week. Yeah. I'm capturing content for the next 6, 9, 12 months.
100%. Yeah. I agree completely. And I think that a lot of brands don't necessarily get that, or they're like, when I talk to, so especially on the B2B side, when I talk to brands, sometimes it's like, oh, well, we want to make content, but we want to see the payoff tomorrow. It's like that. It's like an investment, a longer term investment. Right. It's not going to pay off tomorrow.
It is it is a longer term investment.
Right.
It's brand recall over time as well too. Yeah. And then you will eventually, if your content is good enough and you're providing the consumers with what they need, you will eventually see that ROI,
of course.
Yeah,
but it's all about that like awareness play too. So.
But that goes back to the point earlier about B2B marketing being so cold and so stale because again, performance and data, like I need to see the win right away. Yeah, that's not how you build relationships, right? Again, thinking about everyone as a human, you build relationships over time with people, not
the next
like that.
day. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think that's spot on. Marketing hill you're willing to die on.
Consumer experience.
Okay.
Again, speaking to the consumer, everything needs to be about the consumer. I will die on the hill around creating a great experience for the consumer all the time.
Love it.
Yeah.
If you had to give a TED talk on any topic not work related, tomorrow,
yes,
what would it be on?
It would be on the power of discipline.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that is because anything that you're going to excel at in life, anything that you're passionate about, that you're going to do really well, you have to have discipline around it, right? If you think about your own sort of personal health, whether mental or physical health, you have to have discipline around that, right? You have to get up in the morning, you have to work out, you have to eat healthy, you have to do those sorts of things. I remember a few years ago, I'm a cyclist, as we've talked about. A few years ago, I did 101 miles, right? I didn't just wake up one morning and decide I was going to ride 101 miles. I had to prepare for that over the course of a couple of months. And it took discipline of me getting there, again, from the food I put in my body to training and building up over time.
Yeah.
So I think discipline leads to success.
I agree with that. I think it's like discipline and action give you confidence that then you can go out and like get the business you need to get, or the whatever action it is you're looking for. But if you don't have the discipline, it's not gonna pay off for you. It's like one foot in front of the other.
Right,
you know, what's the next right thing?
Yeah, absolutely.
What is your favorite marketing campaign you've ever seen?
Ooh, favorite marketing campaign. I will go back to, it's a few years ago. It was a Nike campaign that Colin Kaepernick was at the heart of, right?
That was a great campaign.
Yeah, it was a great campaign. And again, speaking to sort of the consumer and making that connection with the consumer, I thought that Nike did an awesome job with that, right?
Yeah.
And again, here's a brand that sells sneakers. Here's a brand that sells athletic wear, right? But their commercial wasn't about that, right? Their commercial was about socially doing good, right? And doing better.
Yes,
right? Yeah,
absolutely. And they were willing to like eat something hard, meaning they lost customers. People were burning their Nikes. People were pissed off. But
speaking about dying on a hill for a topic,
died on it, and they believed it enough to stand up for it. They weren't going to back down just because, you know what I mean? And so I've seen a lot of companies lately sort of backing down from their DEI efforts or backing down from all these different things. And it's like, well, then you didn't really believe it.
You didn't really believe in it. Yeah, you were there for the moment, but it wasn't a part of who you truly are and what you truly care about because you didn't have the discipline to see it through.
Because it got hard.
Because it got hard.
Right.
Yes.
And it's something you were going to like lose on some, but then my thought is like, well, if you're going to, then you actually lose across the board because people don't believe you when you say things. And, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Who is your like marketing guru that you look up to?
There's a lot.
Okay.
There's quite a few. I'll give you two.
Okay.
And we were just with these two last night.
Okay.
So one being Frank Cooper, who is the CMO at Visa.
Visa, yes.
He's a legend in the space.
Yeah.
And if there's anyone who knows how to market a brand, grow a brand, put the consumer first, it's Frank.
Okay.
And then the second is DJ Khaled.
Oh my God, yes.
Someone, again, from an entertainment perspective, has been able to create a brand, be a brand ambassador, and grow his business through his brand.
Yeah. It's interesting. I was thinking about how he got there.
Yeah.
You know, but one of the things he kept talking about also was discipline, like waking up every day and doing it. And is it good enough? And working harder. And like, well, is this good enough for my audience?
Right,
is this good enough for my consumers? Is this good enough?
And also staying truly authentic to who he is. Right. Like, I think that is super important too. You can't fake it.
So let's just take back to the Nike thing.
Yes. Yeah.
What are you willing to like eat every day?
Yes. Exactly.
Yeah. What are you going to wake up and make, you know, what hills are you going to die on?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's cool. If you could have dinner with anyone from the past, from your life, that's no longer with us, who would you pick and what would you talk about?
Gotcha. It would be my grandfather, my dad's dad.
Your dad's dad. What's his name?
He passed away when I was a teenager.
Okay.
You know, I always just call him Grandpa.
Grandpa.
Yeah. He died, he passed away when I was a teenager. I've always wanted to talk to him now, being older and being a father as well too.
Yeah.
Just having that conversation about like, what was it like raising my dad? What was it like growing up? And just ask him for advice as well.
That's cool. I love that. I love that. How old are your kids?
I have a 16-year-old girl and an 8-year-old girl.
All right. That's fun. They keep you busy.
They keep me very busy.
Nice. Very cool.
But I love it. I love being a girl dad.
What question have I not asked you that I should?
Ooh, what question? That's a great question. Other interests that I have,
Yeah.
right?
Tell me about your interests.
Yeah. So other things that I'm very much interested in outside of, obviously marketing. Sports is a big interest of mine. I'm a big baseball fan.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, someone asked me the other day if I wasn't a marketer, what would I like to be doing? And I said, playing second base for the New York Mets.
Well, there you go. There you go. Dreams can come true.
Yeah. That dream died at the end of high school.
Okay. All right. Cool. Very cool. I'm a big sports person in that I like to do them, but I don't like to watch them. So,
gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's my
all right.
distinction.
That's interesting. What's your favorite sport to play?
So I also am a cyclist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And I do a lot of like weightlifting and stuff like that.
Very nice.
So,
very nice. Yeah.
But
Cool.
mostly cycling.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Cycling, hiking, things like outdoor stuff.
Outdoor stuff. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cool.
All
Well,
right.
thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you
This
for
was
having
super
me.
fun.
Yeah. Fun conversation.
Good.
All right.
Awesome.
Thank you.